situations caused by certain weather conditions when the enemy can break through in fog or rain, but we detect and destroy them. Russian invaders suffer significant losses. That is, active defense is underway, Lubomir Zyka, commander of the recruiting group of the 152nd Separate Jaeger Brigade staff, stated. The press service of the 7th Rapid Response Corps of Ukraine's air assault forces reported this, providing an update on the situation in Pokrovsk and Myrnohrad. The 7th Rapid Response Corps of the Air Assault Forces is holding its defensive line. Over the past week, Ukrainian troops eliminated 236 Russian soldiers and wounded 136 others. The defenders also destroyed 1 tank, 3 armored combat vehicles, and 23 units of auto and motor equipment, the statement said. According to the air assault forces, Russian forces continue to intensify assaults on Ukrainian positions within the Pokrovsk agglomeration. Ukrainian forces are preventing Russian troops from gaining a foothold in the multi-story buildings of Pokrovsk, which the enemy seeks to use as dominant heights. This resistance enables other defense forces units to carry out clearing operations in the city. Russian troops are being eliminated in the northern part of Pokrovsk. The fiercest battles are taking place in the industrial zone. Routes the enemy uses to infiltrate this area are under the control of Ukrainian forces, leaving the Russians with limited ability to replenish their losses, the air assault forces reported. In this case, soldiers of the 155th Separate Marine Brigade showed footage of enemy targets being hit by FPV drones, according to the brigade. Every strike you see here is an act of heroism. The situation in Pokrovsk is tough, and working in such conditions requires exceptional courage and dedication, the defenders emphasized. The soldiers of the brigade noted that the intensity of hostilities in the Pokrovsk direction has increased significantly. They continue to detect and destroy Russian assault units. We are working both in the city itself and on its southern approaches. This is already the third batch of FPV drone strikes in the past 7 days, the Post said. In addition, the fighters of the 155th Marine Brigade reported that the intensity of assaults in this direction is now higher than ever. At the same time, they added that the brigade's pilots are now destroying more than ever. Ukrainian forces are systematically eliminating Russian forces in Pokrovsk, Donetsk region, and the surrounding areas. All components of the Ukrainian defense forces are contributing to the destruction of the enemy troops and the defense of the city. In this case, the Special Operations Forces continue to restrain the advance of Russian troops on the approaches to Pokrovsk, according to the 144th Center of the Special Operations Forces. Operators of FPV drones and heavy bombers of the 144th Center of the Special Operations Forces continue to eliminate enemy infantry attempting to infiltrate toward Pokrovsk in small groups. Coordinated work of Ukrainian crews allows for the precise dropping of munitions and the directing of strike drones directly at Russian soldiers. According to the military, enemy units attempt to break through to the city both during the day and at night, but the Special Operations Forces systematically disrupt such attempts. These actions significantly strengthen the defense and help Ukrainian forces maintain their positions on the ground, repelling the occupiers' assaults. Heavy fighting continues in Pokrovsk, as Russian forces have managed to enter the city. According to RBC Ukraine sources, around 1,000 Russian soldiers may have broken through into Pokrovsk. However, the partial successes of the Russian forces were countered. On November 3, the 7th Rapid Response Corps of the Ukrainian Air Assault Forces reported that Ukrainian defenders had stopped the enemy's advance in northern Pokrovsk. Ukraine managed to hold a strategically important road, and several operations were carried out by the assault units of the Defense Intelligence. Fighting inside the city has intensified in the past few days, after Russian troops successfully infiltrated it. The fall of Pokrovsk, the strategic value of which has already been greatly diminished, but which would nevertheless represent the biggest win for Moscow since 2023, now seems almost inevitable, according to those on the ground. While Kiev denied Russian claims that Ukrainian forces in Pokrovsk have already been surrounded, saying that active operations stopping the Russian advance were still ongoing, Ukrainian soldiers on the ground have described an increasingly grim reality. The situation is difficult, with all types of fighting going on, firefights in urban areas, and shelling with all types of weapons, one battalion commander told CNN, speaking on the condition of anonymity for security reasons. "We are almost surrounded, but we are used to it," he said. Another soldier, who also asked for his name to be withheld for safety reasons, told the Russian military continues to press forward with large numbers of men. The intensity of their movements is so great that drone operators simply cannot keep up with the pace. The Russians often move in groups of 3, counting on the fact that 2 will be destroyed, but 1 will still reach the city and gain a foothold there. About 100 such groups can pass through in a day, a soldier from the Ukrainian Peaky Blinders drone unit told.